What if the largest fortune in human history wasn't built by inventing something new, but by mastering how power flows through systems no one else fully understood? John D Rockefeller's story begins as a mystery of invisible control, because while many people know his name, few understand how one man quietly reshaped capitalism itself. In the mid-1800s, America was exploding with opportunity and chaos at the same time. The Industrial Revolution was accelerating, oil had just been discovered in Pennsylvania, and hundreds of small producers rushed in believing riches were there for anyone bold enough to dig. Railroads were unregulated, markets were unstable, and competition was brutal. Most entrepreneurs chased oil wells and speculation, but Rockefeller watched something else: costs, logistics, contracts, and leverage. From a young age, raised with strict discipline and religious structure, he learned to track every cent and think long-term. When he entered the oil business, his goal wasn't excitement or innovation, it was efficiency. He believed waste was the enemy, and control was the solution. As he built refineries, he reinvested profits relentlessly, cut costs beyond what competitors thought possible, and scaled operations patiently. Each efficiency advantage created a cause-and-effect chain that weakened rivals. The turning point came when Rockefeller realized that refining mattered more than drilling, and distribution mattered more than refining. Through Standard Oil, he negotiated secret railroad rebates that reduced his shipping costs while raising those of competitors, quietly stacking the system in his favor. The result was devastating but subtle. His prices stayed lower, rivals bled money, and one by one they were forced to sell out or collapse. By the 1880s, Standard Oil controlled nearly 90% of America's oil refining. Not through open warfare, but through pressure so constant that independence became impossible. As his empire grew, public outrage followed. Journalists exposed Standard Oil's tactics, and Americans began to fear what unchecked corporate power could become. Rockefeller wasn't just wealthy. His company influenced railroads, banks, and politics, making it feel untouchable. Eventually, the government stepped in. In 1911, the Supreme Court ordered Standard Oil to be broken into 34 separate companies under antitrust laws. Many believe this marked the end of Rockefeller's dominance, but this is where the story takes its sharpest turn. The breakup didn't destroy his fortune, it multiplied it. Rockefeller owned shares in every new company, many of which later became Exxon, Mobil, and Chevron. As their stock values soared, so did his wealth. Adjusted for inflation, Rockefeller's fortune would exceed $400 billion today, making him wealthier than any modern billionaire. The very system designed to stop him locked in his legacy instead. Antitrust laws arrived too late and focused on size rather than structure. Rockefeller had already shifted power into ownership networks and long-term control, proving that once dominance is embedded, breaking it apart doesn't remove influence, it redistributes it. In 2025, this pattern feels uncomfortably familiar. Oil has been replaced by data, railroads by digital platforms, and refineries by algorithms. Modern giants don't always crush competitors outright. They make survival outside the system nearly impossible. The names have changed, but the mechanics of power remain the same. The real lessons of Rockefeller's rise are clear. First, the greatest fortunes are built by controlling systems, not products. Second, regulation usually reacts after dominance is already secured. And third, public outrage rarely dismantles power. It reshapes it. Rockefeller didn't succeed because he was simply ruthless or lucky. He succeeded because he understood cause and effect at a level few ever have. The real question isn't whether another Rockefeller will emerge, but whether we'll recognize them before the system bends around them once again. History doesn't repeat itself exactly, but it rhymes with chilling precision. If this story changed how you see wealth and power, like the video, subscribe, and share it, because understanding the past is the first step to understanding the future. My name is Ali, and this is where hidden power stories are brought into the light.